Some of you guys told me that I've been sleeping on Mistrider Daithi, and you were absolutely right. So today I'm fixing that mistake. We're giving him the build he truly deserves, and I'm honestly super hyped to see how he performs. Let me know if you're already using Daithi and what builds you've tried, and if not, maybe this video will change your mind. What's up gamers? Welcome to the channel. My name is Bobby. Today's video is all about Mistrider Daithi, or in other words said, Mr. Extra Turn. I've actually never even have tested Mistrider Daithi, so today it's gonna be my first time testing him. I recently got him up to rank 5 and I also awakened him. So today we're also going to be choosing a blessing for him and also unlocking his masteries. I already have a plan about how would that go. So yeah, let's get started. Stop what you're doing right now and click on my link in the description to get the free Karato as well as 3 more free epic champs as you level up. Let me show you how. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch rate and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Make sure to use the promo code Desert Queen as well to get a free 200 rack in addition to your free Karato, Fane, Ugo and Vergus. Click my link right now before it expires. I will have to start with giving him a little upgrade here in the tavern because he's only level 32, which is very low level. So we definitely need to give him some upgrades, at least to, I don't know, level 40. A little bit more here. Oh my force bros. But anyway, I think it's worth it. I think this champion is gonna make a huge difference on my account, and a lot of you guys have been saying in the comments, Bobby, you're sleeping on him, you should build him. I finally listened to you guys. Let's see what is all the hype about. Let me start at the very beginning. So first off, Mistrider Daithi is an attack champion from the Sylvan Watchers faction, and he is mainly a damage dealer. His kit really revolves around getting extra turns. Basically, on every single one of his skills, he has the ability to gain an extra turn. So we're starting here with a 1 Briar Arrows. Attacks one enemy, has 50% chance of removing 1 random buff from the target. Also has 10% chance of granting this champion an extra turn. And actually that 50% chance is bookable to 60. And also the 10 chance is bookable to 20. Which is actually great. As long as this 10% hit, you can basically use that skill multiple times. So it's actually amazing. Now moving on to his A2, Squall of Shafts. Attacks all enemies, 75% chance of placing 60% defense down debuff for 2 turns, grants an extra turn if a 60% decreased defense debuff is placed on all enemies by this skill. Here we have decreased defense. This skill revolves around that decreased defense debuff, which means we'll need certain amount of accuracy to be able to land that debuff. Now moving on to his A3, Hunt the Mist. Places 50% increase attack buff and 50% increase accuracy buff on this champion for 3 turns, then again grants an extra turn. When booked, the cooldown would go to 4 turns. And finally, he has an aura which increases accuracy in all battles by 40%. I'm hearing a lot of people are using Mistrider Daithi in Clan Boss, and I was wondering why. Now I finally figured it out. It's actually because his kit revolves around getting extra turns. So basically, he's gonna start with his A1, he would land that decreased defense debuff on the boss, then he would grant extra turn, then basically you have additional extra turn from A3 and additional extra turn from A1. So I can consider Mistrider Daithi as one of the most cool epics in the whole game. Not only his aesthetics are cool, but look at that kid, man. It's amazing, actually. And fairly, I regret not building him earlier and sleeping on him, but today we're here to correct that mistake, and we're gonna be starting with his build. So he has decent starting stats, if you ask me. His attack is kinda low, but his HP is quite good. His speed is not not very low, and we have to build that accuracy basically from scratch. Starting from zero is gonna be a tough task, especially when you have so many stats to think about, because here when it comes to Mistrider Daithi, we need to be focusing on a couple of stats. I would say the first two most important stats for Mistrider Daithi are definitely accuracy and crit rate. We gotta take his crit rate up or close to 100. Crit damage is also important secondary stat, and of course speed and attack. We have a lot of things that we need to focus here, and when we have a lot of stats that we need to be prioritizing, the build is becoming a little bit harder, you know? So I've actually prepared myself for today's build. I've actually tried a couple of different builds for this champion. I even already tested out the Hell Hades optimizer. A lot of you guys have been telling me to test it out. I finally did. The problem that I came across with the Hell Hades optimizer was that it gave me chestplate flat stat. So I decided that I'm gonna do little corrections on that build and actually, you know, come with a better build for him. So we're definitely starting with the speed boots. So for the speed boots, I've already made my choice and I'm gonna go with these Divine Life boots. I just wanted to move my camera so you can guys see what's going on. So basically those boots are already level 16. Unfortunately, they're only 3 stars, but trust me, those are the most suitable boots for Mistrider Daithi at the moment. So I will go with them. They double rolled on crit rate. They're gonna give him crit damage, attack, and HP. It's not much, but it's still something. And just to be sure, I'm not gonna make any mistakes in case I change my mind in the process, I'm gonna be clicking here on fitting room. We're gonna be trying this on. Next off, we're continuing with his chestplate. And for chestplate, when it comes to Mistrider Daithi, we're looking for attack percentage chest or accuracy chestplate. It really depends on what stats you want to be focusing on, but keep in mind that you can also give him accuracy banner and that would get his accuracy higher. So that means you can easily go with attack percentage chestplate. Now the best attack percentage chestplate that I do have on my account is this Pharaoh chestplate. It's only level 8, it's a legendary chestplate. It's gonna give him 29% attack, additional attack, some crit damage, and crit rate. So let's try this on. Now, as for the weapon, we're looking for good substats. For this champion, the substats that we're looking for are crit damage, crit rate, accuracy, and attack. Basically, this weapon is actually great because it's giving him all the stats that he needs. So definitely, I'm pretty sure I won't be changing that in the process. It's gonna be here, it's gonna be this weapon for sure. Now his gauntlets. Regarding his gauntlets, we're looking for primary stat, either crit rate or crit damage. Crit damage gauntlets are more useful to mid to late game players, and crit rate gauntlets are more for people on my account level, early to mid stage. So I advise you, if you're still early to mid game, use the crit rate gauntlet here. Of course, it's always depends on the substats you're going to get. I would probably be testing one crit rate gauntlet and one crit damage gauntlet just to see which one would be better. Now for the crit rate gauntlets, I would go with these ones because they have additional attack percentage and speed. So let's try these on. Now moving on to the helmet. For helmet, again, the same thing. We're looking for good substats here. One helmet that I've already looked, this is a helmet from the Feral set, and it's actually this one right here with speed substats and double rolls on crit rate, additional attack, and some HP percentage. So let's try this on. And finally, we are left with the shield here. So for the shield, because I want to get the bonuses coming from the perception set, I would be going with a shield from the perception gear. And also I forgot to mention that a perception set for Mistrider Daithi is just great because it's gonna give him additional accuracy and additional speed. All the stuff we need. So basically, this is how my build looks right now. We can do some changes here, like I have some other options I can use for the gauntlets and also the chest plate and shield and boots. And with the other build, I would actually manage to get his crit damage higher, his accuracy a little bit higher, and basically everything else would be kind of lower in my opinion. But let me show you. The problem is that when it comes to the other build, here we have a chest plate with flat attack, but look at the substats it's giving. It literally has all the stuff we need. It had double rolled in crit damage, one roll in crit rate, accuracy, and HP. It actually has super good substats. And the gauntlets I was thinking I can replace for these. Let me show them to you. We hit here primary stats, crit damage, and they were actually from the instinct set, those critical damage gauntlets. As you can see, his defense and crit damage are gonna be a little bit higher. I would say not a little bit, okay? The crit damage 42, it's not little amount, but his crit rate is gonna drop drastically and every other stat is basically gonna drop. So I think I consider this build better in my opinion. Let me show you the last ones. It was replacement of the boots I have chosen here. Let me select primary stat speed. So the other boots that I was going to give him were those right here. And they might be a little bit better if you ask me, because they're gonna give him crit rate, accuracy, HP, and attack. All the stats we need, and they're only level 12. That's why there is drop here in the speed. So let's try these on. I really think that this is better. We're very close to 100% crit rate here and 61% crit damage, 150 accuracy, 140 speed. Keep in mind that those stats will get up once Mistrider Daithi is level 50 and even 60. And also we need to give him ring as well as banner and amulet. When we do that, his stats would change drastically, especially if I have an accuracy banner, like I told you. Let me see what do we have for accessories here. So for the ring, I'm definitely looking for a ring that's gonna give him attack. But unfortunately, I don't have a ring with main stat attack. I only have rings with substat stack percentage or flat attack. I think I'm gonna go with either this one or actually this one. Let's go with this one because look at the stats changing here. So let's try this on. Okay. Now we're actually good to go. Let's equip that build real quick. Good. All right. This is how his stats look right now. 17.762 HP, 655 attack. We have 140 speed, which is going to increase. Crit damage 79%, crit rate 79% and crit damage 61, accuracy 150. Now it's actually time to give him a good blessing. The dilemma is actually between Phantom Touch, which has a chance of inflicting bonus damage to one enemy whenever this champion hits enemy targets. When hitting multiple targets at once, only one champion will receive bonus damage. And the second one I'm really thinking to go with, this is Crushing Rant, because if he has this blessing on, he will ignore a percentage of the target's defense, and this is actually valuable to him because he's also placing that 60% decreased defense. So I'm actually not sure which blessing should I choose here. This time I will go with Phantom Touch. Let's choose that for him. Now it's actually time for the masteries. Now in terms of masteries, I'm definitely gonna go with the offense and the support 3. So for the offense 3, let's get all the scrolls here. Okay, so from the offense 3, we're going with Deadly Precision, which is gonna increase his crit rate We're going with Keen Strike, increasing his crit damage. We are also going with Heart of Glory. Next off, Single Out. We have Life of the Drinker. We're definitely gonna go with Cycle of Violence. Cycle of Violence. Next off, we have Bring It Down, which is gonna increase the damage inflicted by 6% when attacking targets with higher max HP. Now, we're continuing with Methodical, Kill Streak, and finally, I actually resetted it for free because I realized I cannot go with Helm Smasher, unfortunately. And I really want to see, after I do my support 3, will I have any scrolls to go either with Helm Smasher or Cycle of Violence. So let's check that. We're going for pinpoint accuracy for sure. We want some additional accuracy for Daithi. Next off, we have Charged Focus, continuing with Swarm Smitter. Next off, we have Lore of Steel, and here we have Master Hexer. Now we can actually go with Helm Smasher, but why we can't go with it? This is so confusing. Why I cannot go with Helm Smasher? I have the scrolls, I have everything. Why? This is bothering me so much because this is very, very important for Mistrider Daithi because it's gonna give him additional chance of ignoring the defense. And he's already ignoring so much of the target's defense. Now with this mastery on, that percentage would increase, but unfortunately I cannot unlock it because, oh my goodness, it took me some time to realize that. 2 hours later, the champion has to be rank 6 for this mastery. Man, okay, it took some time. For me to realize that. So basically, we're gonna go here with Cycle of Violence, and then when he's actually rank 6, I'm gonna go with Helm Smasher for sure. Now we're actually finished with his masteries. I'm gonna upgrade his rank a little bit, just to level 8, to see if we're gonna get some rolls here. We got attack and HP rolls, which is great. His power stands at 16k almost. He's only level 42, so this is perfectly fine for now. And now it's actually time to test him out. He's actually very good for arena. Also, clan boss, like I already mentioned. Oh my god, I'm getting distracted because my cat is here. Say hi to Bella. Bella, say hi. Say hi to people, to raiders. Okay, she doesn't want to be bothered, but she's bothering me always. And she's making noises behind me. Anyway, I'm gonna try not to get distracted from that. I was saying that he's very good in the arena. Also, clan boss, like I told you, and for the dungeons, he shines out the most in Spider's Den and Dragons. So I would be testing him in Dragons first. Let's say stage 16 here. And we're gonna be replacing Morak with him. Let's check how would that go. I would go manually here just to test his abilities. Now, I would go with his A2 here. We almost did nothing because he's at very low level right now and he definitely needs some upgrades so we can actually unlock that potential that he's hiding there. But yeah, I'm at least being able to test his abilities. Like I told you, I've never tested him out before, so I didn't even know what are his animations. Let me put it that way. Now we can actually use that A3 to increase the attack and to place that increase accuracy and increase attack. Now, okay, that was actually not bad. 7k power at his level is alright, but he's very squishy still. Look at that, he almost died. One more time, no. He's gonna be finished very, very soon. I really want to test him out against the dragon itself. So we're gonna revive him. Come on, Rector is on the team here. Let's finally see that A1. Oh, we already saw it. Okay. I'm surprised that he's still alive though. He's hanging there. Okay, A2 works great. We managed to grant extra turn. One more and one more. Man, I love this guy. Look at how many extra turns he's placing. What? He's literally the extra turn king. That's his nickname for sure. No, he died unfortunately. Let's revive him. Okay, switching back to auto here. I saw what I needed to see, so it's going pretty great. We're almost done. Ooh. Oh no, HP boots. Let's sell those. Attack weapon, speed, and crit rate. That's actually not a bad one. We're gonna keep that one. And last place, I want to test him out. This is the arena, but I'm gonna test him here only if we manage to find like a weak team. This is too weak, man. I won't be even able to test his abilities. Okay, let's check this one. And let's swap Kill for Daithi. I'm actually not sure if we would be able to do that. Let's check that. We're gonna give Alice a good sleep. And now we're going after the reviver here. We don't want him to revive anyone. Bro, who the hell are you? And what are you doing, man? Ooh, they're all sleeping. This is so amazing, actually. Okay, let's use that. No, you know what? We're gonna use A3 here. We want increased accuracy and increased attack. And using that A1, it's actually going super great. The buffs he's placing are super helpful, especially in the arena. So that was actually quite nice. I didn't expect we were going to win that one, namely because of this guy and Alice, but with Admiral Black Tusk on the team and the stuns he's placing, I don't have to worry about that actually. Alright, you guys were right. Mistrider Daithi is a great champion that I underestimated for super long time, and I'm actually super surprised by the fact how versatile he is. If you also haven't built him yet, maybe it's time. Let me know in the comment section down below what champions you think you've been sleeping on, and maybe we'll wake them up next. Thank you so much for watching this video and hanging out with me. Also, thank you so much for all the support you're giving me on this community. It's very much appreciated and it means a lot to me. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.